We're doing a new video today, clearly, as we're out here in the garage again. What we're going to be doing tonight is talking about how much weight you can actually save from cutting your stock RSX doors. So when I cut my doors, that's actually one of the biggest questions that I get asked on my Instagram and just if I'm going to the track. How much weight can you actually lose, right? People have no idea. I tell them to guess, they guess, and they're off by 20, 30 pounds. They can't believe it. So what we're going to do is we brought a scale out to the garage, and we're going to use the scale, and that way we can get an accurate representation of exactly how much weight you can save from cutting your stock doors. Okay, so we've got the scale. I need to probably check my weight because I ain't checked my weight in a minute. See what it says, zero it out. All right. So it says 151.2. Okay, so as you can see, we are with holding the phone and the gyro, it's 152.8. I think is what it says, 152.8. But all right, so before we get into weighing these, I want you guys to guess a weight in the comments. Try to guess a weight of what you think that the stock door is going to weigh. Okay, so we're about to weigh the stock door. Remember, my weight was 152.8. We're going to do the best we can to lift the door up, get a video of my weight, and see what it turns out to be. So that way we can see exactly what the increase is going to be. So. And actually, one thing I forgot is whenever I did have these doors installed, I didn't actually have the stock OEM speakers in them. So I still have the stock OEM speaker here. Let's get my weight. Okay, now we're going to do the best that we can to lift this door up, try to get a weight, and see exactly what the stock door weighs. Like I said, it doesn't have a speaker in it. It does have the bars, and it has the mirror on it. So pretty close. So here we go. I'm going to do the best I can here to try to get this thing lifted up. It's not very light. So actually what I'm just going to do is, to make it easier, is I'm just going to set this on my feet so you don't damage the door. So 223.6 is what I saw last. So 223.6 is what we'll go with. This is the other door. This is the cut door, clearly. So I've cut it the brace out of the top of it and kept the window in there. And then basically I threw a screw. I drilled a hole through the frame, the window frame, and then threw a screw in there to keep the window up. And kept this in there so that way it would keep the okay, we hit a 10% battery mode, but this left the window slider in there so that way we could still have the window be secure in there. So still got a little bit of the mechanisms in here, but nothing too much. Got the door actuator, and then I started to cut this and I was like, okay, well actually we need that for the window slider. So left that in there, and like I said, threw screws on it to that way we could keep the window in there from moving too much. So then if I need to get out of the car, I just pull this, and it acts like the door handle on the inside. So the bars on the inside are kind of a pain to get out, as you can see. Basically, I took some kind of sharp end and hit it with a hammer to get it taken off on both sides. So that's something you're going to end up having to do if you decide to cut your doors. And you'll have to do that on both sides, which is a pain. So you'll have fun with that. But let's get a weight on this door so that way we can see exactly what we got here. So, okay. We got the other door. Let's see about how much it weighs. Just resting on my shoe. So about 192.2 is what we come up with. So I bought a spare set of doors because I didn't want to cut my stock ones because I like to keep my car looking nice. So I'm not saying that
everybody would do the same thing, but that's what I did. So I went ahead and I bought another set that were the same color, so that way everything looked the same. So also, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. And if you guys want to hit me with a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So so we weighed the stock door, and it weighed in at 223.6. We also weighed the cut door, and it was 192.2. So 38 pounds weight on the cut door and 70 pounds or 71 with the speaker with the stock door. So that puts us, you save about 30 pounds is what you'd end up saving if you cut your doors. You'd save 30 pounds by cutting the bars out of it. You'd lose a pound on the speaker, and then the rest of the door frame with the outside, door cover on there. So you'd lose all that way. You'd lose 30 pounds. So you do that both doors, you save 60 pounds. So that's what it is. So now you know for sure you actually save 60 pounds. I know some people are saying 100 pounds or more. They thought it was way more. So it is actually 60 pounds you end up saving. So I'm not saying that, it's worth it. I did it, and I think I picked up probably 3 or 4 mile an hour. So, that was pretty good on my stock cam setup that I had. I was pleased with that. You will hurt yourself a little bit in the 60 foot because you will remove some of your front weight for getting your tire down on the front. But if you have better suspension and you can get yourself actually like a 4-corner alignment and get your corners weighed, get everything weighted out correctly, actually quarter balanced, you will see a much better 60 foot or roughly the same 60 foot as if you had the heavier doors on the front. So that's just something to think about too, that if you don't go and get that done, that you will probably lose a little bit of your 60 foot time with cut doors, just because you won't have as much front weight on the vehicle.